Harvesting firewood in the rainy season, it's never been an easy task, most especially in an African village like mine, where 99% of the population uses firewood for cooking. Hi, I am called Miss Tana, and in today's video, I'll be taking you all to the farm to fetch some firewood for my mom. So, come along with me. It's an African village girl and the daughter of a farmer. I took it as a habit to always fetch at least one truck of firewood for my mom before returning back of holidays. The first thing you should always do before going to fetch or harvest firewood is to always prepare all your necessary equipment you will need to fetch the firewood. The first thing I prepared was my truck. I removed my truck from the house, from the store, and the second thing I did was to get dressed. I start with putting on my socks. I call it bush socks because it's not the type of socks I wear in the house. I use it mostly for farm. So when I put on my socks, the next thing I do is to put on my rain boot. So the reason why I'm putting on this rain boot is to prevent myself from mosquito bites and to also prevent myself from mud, because since it's a rainy season, there'll be a lot of mud on the way where we are going to. Even in the farm, there'll be a lot of mosquitoes, a lot of grass. So now I take my backpack and my ID and let's go, guys. So children from my village are very tough and they are very hardworking as well. Since from childhood they were taught the importance of hard work. You get? So that's why when it comes to any productive activity that is going on in the community, the children are always included. That's how they learn to be independent at a very young age. And they always put that into practice. That's why you see very small children in my village. You see them working in the farm. Very small children. Like this one, she'll be working in the farm. She can cook. Honestly, I won't lie. They are very hardworking and they are very tough. So for now, I'm just gonna show you the view of some parts of the village because we are going to the farm and we are going to fetch firewood. So I'm going to be showing you around. Basically, what we usually do is that whenever we are going to fetch firewood in the village, right, we don't usually go to our personal farms, that is our parents' farms. Do you know why? Because in most cases our parents' farm is much far from home and you won't be able to drag a full truck of firewood on the rainy season on a muddy road in such a very long distance. So what we usually do is we mostly go to people farms that are around the house, like around backside bush. But most times if you want to get good wood, we always go inside the forest. But in most cases, if you're going with a child and you don't want to stay in the farm for a very long time, you just have to go around the corner, like around the bush that is around the house to get some wood. And that's basically what I'm doing now. But I still went a bit far from the house, but I didn't stay long because my kitty was complaining. She was complaining of the mosquitoes and that she's hungry, she's tired. So this is actually what fetching firewood actually looks like. Yeah, wood fetching is one of the best things I love to do whenever I visit the village to spend time with my parents. This is because I always have amazing friends back then in the village where we all always arrange days to go to the farm and search for wood. Yeah, it is very true. If you're someone who have been in a community where your parents use only firewood to cook, they use firewood to boil water, they use firewood to prepare medicine, to make palm oil, to dry cocoa, you will definitely know that you need to fetch some firewood. Especially if your mom or your parents are of age, you have to keep firewood for them, because you won't be expecting them to be going to the farm and searching for firewood in order to cook. So the best thing I always do is, when I come for holidays like this, I always make sure I search for at least one truck of firewood, at least. And if I fetch one, just know that it's like the firewood is not there, because actually now it's a raining season, and in raining season it's very difficult for you to see good wood. It's very difficult for you to see woods that are dried, that, you know what I mean by good woods, right? The ones that easily catch. When you light them, they easily burn well. So it's not easy for you to see them in the rainy season. During the rainy season, all the woods are soaked with water. They are very heavy, but they don't catch well, they don't burn well. So when you fetch them like this in the rainy season, you have to go dry them again. You have to go keep them in the house for some weeks before you start using them. But in most cases, we don't wait for it to dry very well. We just take them and put them in the fire with dried ones, like, you get, so that when the ones are dry, they are burning, like, they'll help to dry these ones out well as well, and it will burn together. So these are the woods that I was able to gather, but it's not enough, so I have to go again inside the farm to search for more wood. I'm sorry guys, because I'm doing this voiceover today and it's actually raining now, so that's why you could hear the thunderstorm. But please persevere with me, okay? So I've been searching firewood since when I was a kid, so it's a very normal thing for me and for the people from my village. It's a very normal thing because, when we were kids, most of the things we always do is fetch firewood, peel egusi, do farm work. So those are most of the things that we were taught to do, because that's the source of living. Especially agriculture is the source of living, the source of livelihood in my village. So as you can see, I was beating my leg, like I was trying to, because of mosquitoes. There was a lot of mosquitoes in this area. I told you that I wanted to increase the firewood, right? So that's why I came to this place to look for some other woods. But fortunately, I met someone who was going home, so I pleaded with him to help me to video, since my videographer from the beginning was my kid sis, the little girl. She was one videoing me from the beginning of the video, so I had to beg this person to help video me so I can have some good videos. So what I'm doing now is I'm taking this wood to the previous place. That's the first place I were before. That's because the wood wasn't enough, so I had to go look for more to add it to the previous one, so I can be able to have one truck firewood. But it wasn't still enough. The wood wasn't still enough, so I'm removing it from the truck, putting it down in order to arrange it. The way we arrange wood, that is the way most people arrange wood, is they put the bigger ones down, the ones that are heavier, the ones that are very heavy, they put them down, then the ones that are light, they put them up. Do you know why? That's because they want to balance the weight of the truck, because if you put the ones that are very heavy up, it might break the ones that are light, that are down. So we always put the ones that are heavy down, then the ones that are light up. So that's what I'm doing. I'm putting the bigger ones down and the smaller ones up. Also, some of the ways we usually do is we always look for palm tree. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying, no, but we look for palm frond. Is it palm frond? This palm pumpkin, like this palm frond now. These are that sticks, that trees. We look for them and we put them by the side of the truck, because you have to mount this truck to be up. Like the truck have to, you have to mount it. The wood have to go right up, but I wasn't having enough firewood, so I won't mount anything. I'm going to use but a rope. You can use a rubber, you can use rope, whatever you want to use. But I brought rope, so I'm going to use rope to tie this truck. The reason why I'm tying the truck is the wood, is because I don't want the wood to fall. You know, it's raining season, the roads are muddy, so you have to have some protection, like you're protecting the wood so they won't fall when you're pushing them or when you're dragging them. You know, when you're dragging truck, you apply a lot of force, and when you're dragging the thing, if you don't tie the wood very well, it's going to fall. And when the woods fall from the truck, you have to start packing everything, you have to start arranging everything from square one, as I'm doing now. You have to start arranging again from square one. And I know you would love to do that, because it's really stressful. It's not easy to move, like when you're done working, stressing, looking for firewood in the farm. So I'm going out to collect the ones I kept. You know, when you're looking for firewoods like this in the farm, the woods won't be somewhere waiting for you. You have to be the one to walk inside the farm, look for trees. Mostly we find wood just around tree trunks, because you know, when it's windy like that, it causes the branches of the trees to fall off. So that's how we are fortunate to get some branches from the wood. So now I am almost done. I have to balance the weight of the truck. That's why I'm shaking it like that, to balance it, to make sure that, since I'll be the one to drag, I'll be the one holding the head of that truck, I have to balance it so that if I'm dragging the truck, if I'm pulling the truck, I should be able to pull it without, like, I should be able to pull it with ease. It won't be stressful, like it won't weigh one side. It's going to balance the weight of the truck, you get. So that's why I decided to test it first, and that's what you should always do when you're searching wood. We do search wood in different methods. Like at times we will come searching for wood, we won't take our truck, we'll just come with rubber or rope, like the one I'm holding. You just tie your wood with it and put it on your head, carry it to the house. But today I decided to look for much wood, so it will carry my mom for some weeks. Please, if you're enjoying this video so far, don't forget to click on that subscribe button. And I also have some videos on my channel, some African village content on my channel. You can as well watch that. I'll put the link in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like this video, and please comment in the comment section what you think about this video. If you have ever searched wood before. So what I'm doing now is I'm tying my wood to make sure that everything is in order. So you see, when I'm tying, I press the wood to make sure that the wood is well pressed, like it's in order. Just look at the wood. The wood is very small, actually. It's very small. That's because I never had the opportunity to fetch much wood because it wasn't easy to see much wood. It wasn't easy. It was a raining season. At the same time, there were a lot of grass in the farm, so it wasn't easy for me to see wood. Well, I'm sorry, my kid says fell down. I think it's because I was pulling the truck with a lot of force, and she was just trying to assist. Thank you so much, Favor, but I'm really sorry. So let's go, guys. Now we are going to the house, and I'm pulling that truck like a real village girl that I am. Can you imagine? I'm pulling this firewood all by myself. No one is assisting. No one is assisting me. Oh, I'm pulling the truck all by myself. I'm really happy. Don't bother, guys. When next I visit the village, I'm going to do more of these videos. The last time I fetched firewood, it was more than this. The firewood was really much because I went with some friends. These ladies are also going to fetch firewood. The last time I was in the village, I fetched wood with some of my friends. We went to the farm with three truck of wood, and I was the one pulling my truck by myself as well, and the distance was more far than this one. And also, last thing you should know is when you're going to the farm to fetch firewood, always prepare. Okay, always prepare. Make sure you eat a lot of food. If you don't want to eat, at least carry something to the farm, because my kid sis was complaining. She was complaining a lot. She said she's hungry. There's a lot of mosquitoes. That she want to go home. She want to go eat. That she's going. I was like, this girl, you want to go? We just came to the farm to fetch wood, and you're going. She said, I want to go and be me with daddy. I want to go and be with daddy. I was like, okay, fine. We are done. Let's go home. So this is it, guys. See, honestly, one of the reasons why I love what I'm doing on my channel is because I want to be able to watch the videos in 10 years to come, and I'll be like, wow, Tiana, you have done it. Like, you were awesome. Just imagine me watching myself 10 years after. That's a very great and big achievement, right? So my vlogs are very, very organic. They are organic, no artificial. Okay, so see you guys in my next video, because I was really tired and I needed to rest. Hi, don't forget to subscribe.